Well, Manchester United are on such an incredible run, but there is a worrying feel around the Old Trafford faithful right now. Robin Van Persie, who suffered an injury in the FA Cup against Tottenham, will be out for pretty much the rest of the season. Another broken ankle for the team, and it rules out one of their very best strikers. So Will Keane is up front by himself in a team full of changes. Louis Van Gaal compensating for the loss of Robin Van Persie. Let's have a look at Newcastle first. Tim Krul in goal with Yamat, Colosini, Williamson and Santon. The midfield is Anita and Tiote. Both men were sent off in the reverse fixture. Sissoko and Gouffran. Stephen Jeong and Papi Cisse is up front this time. The new Newcastle manager will have to keep his players under control here. David De Gea is in goal for United. Raphael, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Marcus Rojo, Darren Fletcher, Daley Blind, Ander Herrera and Aaron Hill with a rare away start. And Januzaj also plays Will Keane, as we said, up front by himself. So Siem de Jong, the man who is the captain today, I don't think he was in the reverse fixture, but like we said, the new Newcastle manager will probably have a hard time keeping his players under control. If we all remember in the reverse fixture, Newcastle, under Alan Pardew at the time, had two men sent off, and as we said, both of those men, Tiote and Anita, both start this afternoon, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Michael Oliver might have a lot of cards to give out, because I think Newcastle had about 5 players in the reverse fixture receiving a coloured card of some sort. So here we go then, Manchester United, and Aaron Hillwood kicks us off. A rare away start for him. Got back on the score sheet last time out against Tottenham in the FA Cup at least. Still sitting on 6 league goals. But as we said, Robin Van Persie, the big news this afternoon, out for 3 months is the diagnosis with another broken ankle. It has been Manchester United's Achilles heel, has been the ankles, no pun intended, but it has been so unfortunate for United to suffer so many broken ankles. The return of James Wilson is pending though. He shouldn't be too far away from his return. So Louis Van Gaal has that to look forward to. Oh, that's a foul, and already Michael Oliver's going to come over. What's this going to be? And already Newcastle in a spot of bother here. What card is it going to be? It's going to be a sending off. Oh my word! Daryl Yamat is now sent off. What is with Newcastle here? Two red cards. This is a... Oh my goodness me. Yamat takes Rojo out completely. Doesn't get the ball again. And the new manager can't keep Newcastle's players under wraps here. A sending off in the first 5 minutes. What on earth is going on? Daniel Yamat now. Newcastle do not make things easy for themselves, do they? Another red card. 3 red cards in 2 games against Manchester United. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, he said Louis Van Gaal had to shuffle his squad up. It is just his day's been made a lot easier now. And here's Aaron Hillwood on the form. Unbelievable form he's in this season. And he forces Tim Krul to a save and goes back after the ball. And Aaron Hillwood, just straight on the front foot. He is no slouch right now. The last few games, Aaron Hillwood has been all over the pitch, causing all sorts of chaos. And he's at it again. But Newcastle, Daniel Yamat sent off. Unbelievable. The 3rd red card in 2 games against this Manchester United side. And with Januzaj. Januzaj momentarily loses it, and Hillwood picks it up, and already he's trying to burst into the box. A rare away start for him, but Hillwood has been running his socks off, literally, getting to the ball, getting a goal in the FA Cup, his first of the competition. Darren Fletcher with a start this afternoon, but their job has just been made so much easier by Newcastle's early sending off, and already Aaron Hillwood is going to play defence. He goes down under a challenge, but he's okay, he's straight back up. And there's always a collective gasp when Aaron Hillwood goes down amongst the Manchester United supporters. This kid is, he means a lot to them. His story is just unbelievable. Oh, look at that. Hillwood turning him out. Is he brought down in the box? The referee says no. Aaron Henwood doesn't really protest. No, he's hit the ball. He's hit the ball off balance and he's gone into the sliding challenge more than anything else. And I think that's why Aaron didn't protest. He really knew that. Good sportsmanship. Would easily appealed for a penalty there. But no, he hit the ball, and as his lack of balance took him to one side, took him into the sliding challenge, and he fell under it. So no penalty given for United there, and it's a fair decision. And Manchester United here, and to defend a corner, and the new manager, Alan Pardew, released from his duties recently, and now John Carter is going to have a job just keeping United under wraps, because now they have a man down with a sending off. And we were just talking about the sendings off last time out of Tiote and Anita, and now they've got another one to deal with. And the defending here has been pretty stellar. Chris Smalling puts it out of play. But Newcastle making... Ooh! Did that strike with the arm of Chris Smalling? It looked like it from that angle. We have to get a better replay if we can. Here's Sissoko with the resulting corner. Newcastle certainly are trying to make a game of it at least. And a shot. Oh, it's gone in and they've scored. Unbelievable. 10 minutes after the sending off, and Newcastle scored, and I believe that's Sinin de Jong here. Wow. Well, 10 men Newcastle. We've said they were making a game of it, and I think it might be Gruffron actually. Yes, it is. And Newcastle take a shot lead at St James's Park here. The corner comes in. It's not bestly cleared. I think Henwood comes to meet the striker. De Jong just pulls up and shoots. He's actually off balance and De Gea's nowhere. Look at that. How did that even get through? A crowd of players. Well, there's slices of luck in it, but Newcastle score. It does count, they all count, and Johan Gouffron has scored for Newcastle United, and they are in the lead, but with 10 men. And Manchester United conceding again. It's been a problem recently, Manchester United. They haven't really kept a lot of clean sheets since 2015. David De Gea was on a roll. I think he was the clean sheet leader at one point. It was about 10 or 11 or 12, but since 2015 started, David De Gea has been not really conceding. It's not really his fault. David De Gea, and that goal certainly was no one's fault. It was just tremendous luck involved in the whole goal as a whole. But Manchester United's defending wasn't the greatest, but Johan Gouffron still had a lot to do from here. Look at this, about 4 or 5 Manchester United players in the box, and it goes in. Johan Gouffron is luck in it, but they all count. And Newcastle are ahead. And a team with 10 men. By the way, again by Januzaj. And Smalling is taking no chances with Gouffron on that occasion. Here's Will Keane, the man who tore Newcastle United apart in the previous fixture, and he's running the whole length of the pitch. Will Keane scores. He does it again against Newcastle United, and there's nothing they could do to stop him. Will Keane scores again. Put it to the lone striker role this afternoon, picked up the ball and ran half a length of the pitch to score. Tim Krul is beaten by Will Keane. What has he got to do? And Will Keane puts Manchester United back on level terms. And you never count Manchester United out of anything until the final whistle goes in football matches. It's a trend that has been growing for years and years under Sir Alex Ferguson, and now Louis Van Gaal's doing it. 3rd goal in the Premier League, scored 2, ironically, against this team, Newcastle United. And if we all remember, Will Keane was being tackled left, right and centre, but no one could get to Will Keane there. And Manchester United are back level. Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 1. We have a game on our hands. It's more of a game than the first one was, let's be honest. But Will Keane was the one that started it all, really. Against Newcastle United, the first half finished 0-0. Rojo is coming way too much forward here. Looks like he could be caught out. Sissoko is met by Blind. This is fairly, but I'll give Newcastle the throw. Colsini. Anita. Tackled by Blind. Blind and Anita are down. And they stood back up. And here's Aaron Hemwood picking off from Will Keane's pass. A rare start for him in an away game. Doesn't normally do it. But he heard of the injury to Robin van Persie, so to Louis Van Gaal, I'm being called into action. It's not what I normally do round here, but I'll play if I'm needed. It's just the spirit of the will to play Aaron Hemwood has, and it's been well documented for many years now. 26 yesterday, and still as gutsy as ever, and he almost scored unbelievably as well. Will Keane liked the challenge, tried to find Hemwood, but pass was intercepted. And Will Keane has been all over Newcastle twice, and now he's scored again. Herrera. Darren Fletcher moving on to West Bromwich Albion at the end of the season, and will be joining from the next. Will Keane, and he turns, and Will Keane runs and runs and runs again. Will Keane and Newcastle just don't seem to want anything to do with him, and who can blame them? Will Keane was the recipient of a challenge from Toyota that got him sent off, and no one wants to tackle him now. Half an hour into the game, it's been a classic here. Newcastle taking a shock lead that only lasted probably about 15 minutes or so. Phil Jones to Blind. Tackled by Anita, fairly that time. Met by Chris Smalling. Yanazar. Here's Aaron Hemwood. And Aaron Hemwood goes down. Another sliding challenge. Blind gets it back though. Hemwood's back up. He sees that Blind got the ball, and unfortunately Keane's pass was too far. Hemwood went chasing, he got back up and he saw the ball. And he went after it again. Here's Colsini, met by Hemwood. He wants that ball back. He knows that he lost it. And he wants to do his team a favour by getting it back again, which he does. Tries to find Blind. Yanazai rather, but unfortunately no dice. Sissoko met by Rojo. It's a bad touch from Sissoko. Will Keane is probably a bit further behind the ball than he probably would have liked there. Here's Hemwood in the box. Hemwood scores! He's back on the score sheet in the Barclays Premier League. And the C Nation salute, as he calls it, to the fans there. Hemwood puts his team in front. His 7th goal of the season. Newcastle just don't pick him up. And I think that's another goal with that trademark left foot of his. Well, we said last game that Hemwood's been probably working on his left foot shots, and it certainly proves again. Aaron Hemwood is back on the Barclays Premier League score sheet, and the bench loves it. And the trademark salute to the away fans. Loves his fans and loves this club, and he's got 7 goals in the Premier League season for him. Probably one of his best ever. And just turned the tender age of 26, and now has 2 goals in the space of that week. Unbelievable. And now his team are back in front after having going behind. And Will Keane and Aaron Hemwood here. It's a rare start for Hemwood, and he's been rewarded with a goal. And here's Hemwood again. 3 off 10 now. He's getting there. Hemwood is challenged in the box, and Michael Oliver doesn't give a penalty because Hemwood didn't go down there. And almost met by Yanazai, and he was going to poke the ball out, but he gets the throw in though. He rushed Sissoko into a clearance. Here's Blind. Keane. Will Keane. Oh, and that was so close. Will Keane was so close there. I think he was always going to do that. Tried to curl it. And Herrera was in an offside position if he got involved with play there. So that's why he didn't touch it. Well, Manchester United back in front here. They're having it their way now. They're taking advantage of the one-man advantage they have in this first half. 5 minutes and Yamat was sent off. Unbelievable. And John Carter's not having the best of times at Newcastle dugout either, in terms of his players getting sent off. Against Manchester United anyway. Fletcher to Blind. Yanazai. Trademark passing from United. King. Oh, this is beautiful. Now it's Henwood again. Henwood goes alone. And the last hat-trick Aaron Henwood scored was against Manchester City in the 4 goals he scored against them, actually. And he's up for more. Henwood is certainly back. The dislocated shoulder has done nothing to dampen his enthusiasm or his will to win or anything, really. It's almost like he was never injured in the first place. Here comes Tiote. The man not sent off this time, and now Suzuka. 2 minutes to go to half-time. Newcastle's still in this, but they haven't really made any chances since early in the first half when they had the upper hand despite going down a man. Now here's Henwood. Oh, that's wonderful. And Aaron Henwood is going to keep moving. He's got 3 defenders in front of him. And he goes past them, they're not there. And Tim Krul's in front with a save. And Aaron Henwood is gutted. Look at that. And right foot that time. Maybe he should have taken it onto his left foot. Because his right foot seems to be getting saved by Tim Krul. His left foot was the one that scored. Here's the Aaron's into the corner. Aaron Fletcher of all people. Is Aaron's eye going to get that? Yes, he is. But the header was not great from Williamson, to be honest. Yanazai goes down. No appeals for a foul. Throw into United. Henwood will take it. 5 minutes to go up at the end of the first half. Yanazai's heading him up, and no one picks up Daley Blind. He's going to header it in by Herrera. Yep, and he's wide, unfortunately. Great cross from Blind here. Herrera probably couldn't have done much else. And probably would have been a really good header. Unfortunately, it's gone wide. Manchester United having it all their own way now. Will Keane and Aaron Henwood recovering the score from a 1-0 down. It always takes a goal to probably liven Manchester United up in some cases. They conceded from a drawing position and then from a winning position against a couple of lower league opposition, Leicester City and Burnley to be exact. But they came through and they keep the unbeaten run going, and it's still going now. And better yet, they're in the lead. Jones. Henwood again, going down, and the gasp around Old Trafford is, you can definitely hear it. Once since the Aaron Henwood injury again, because he's on such a run right now. Henwood to Keane, and that is the end of the first half. Manchester United recover from a losing position, as they do. Sigurdsson with a goal, but then Will Keane scores against Newcastle again. They had a man sent off after 5 minutes, and Aaron Henwood puts United in front. Score is Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 2. It's definitely a game here.